Hello, everybody. It's me, TONIK TZW. I'm starting to get round to putting some content in and playing some games again. And with this week being Pirate Week, I decided to spend a little bit of money and I bought Andrew the Lip because of his skill for the consecutive armor piercing shots. Clear my breath there. But as we walk down the list here, I realised that I made a mistake on this fourth slot, selecting Hit Them Hard, because the ship that I play doesn't actually have an observational seaplane. And I actually went and had a look, and not many of the Russian cruisers have an observational seaplane. As you can see, we've got sonar and enhanced AA, and I think I should have used fixated instead. But this is my build. I used some stuff to get them up to 16.2. Didn't want to throw too much at it, but just enough to make it worthwhile. We're running Mimbelli and Madin for reload and traverse because Russian cruiser guns can be slow. That gives me a 9.2 second reload, and I've got 17.3 range. The map is Haven. We do have a division on our side, and this was until last night, a personal best for me in the ship because I've only played, I think, 28 games in it. And I don't want to say it was a steamroller, but I played cautiously supporting the destroyer because we all know that supporting a destroyer is key to winning the game because they are the guys that are your eyes in this game after the change of the spotting rules. The rest of the team are pretty much going to hang tight at the back of the map, including that full division and including the carrier because he's in div with them. And what I will point out right at the start of this game is, it's massive mistakes in gameplay at tier 7. And that is a cruiser coming across to this flank on his own. Red team have pretty much abandoned this flank. Blue team are just sitting tight. And I'm feeling very exposed. I'm thinking this could all go horribly wrong because there is only me in a destroyer on this flank. But I'm thinking if we can push it, then there's a good chance that we can get around. And we open with a double citadel on the Amalfi, and I thought, oh, that must have gotten rid of a huge chunk of his health. No, it was about 25% of it. But you can see that everybody else is kind of hanging around and not really doing much. Whether or not they're letting the carrier do the work, I don't know. It is that new OP Russian carrier with the hard-hitting Skippy bombs that is bound to be balanced in the next update. If not, it'll be the update after that. I think Wargaming will want to let people have their fun with it before they balance it, but it is going to get balanced without a doubt. But there you go, that double citadel. I don't know if the Amalfi has heals, can't remember. But we did take a chunk off him. And there we go. Let's get another salvo win. And RNG deserts us. But we've got, like I said, a 9.2 second reload on this. So we're able to put some fire on. I have no idea what our other destroyer is doing running into him. Because he's left the other flank exposed. And he disappears back to port. Great. So less than 3 minutes into the game and we were shipped down and it's one of our destroyers. But the Nagato back there that did spawn on this side, he's putting some shots on the Amalfi, who's made a mistake and run face first into an island. And our little destroyer is carrying on his push around the flank. And I want to push with him. I want to stay close enough to him that I can give him some support. But at the moment, I'm trying to stay concealed behind this island. Yeah, not anymore. So that we can get rid of this Amalfi, because it does look like this entire flank is wide open. There we go. Double citadel, and we get a kill. 33,000 damage. It's not a huge amount, but we have managed to get the carrier's attention. I think he's realizing that this flank is wide open. He's now trying to stop the push. I think he's worried that I'm coming for him, but it's not me he needs to be worried about. It's that little destroyer there that is charging round the map and now has him spotted. He's out of range for me, and at this time I'm thinking, okay, he's coming in from the rear. Misses. Um, and so I'm going to try and avoid this next torpedo drop. Thinking of pulling back. Have I overextended? We're going to slip between these torpedoes as best we can. Is he coming round for another go? I don't know. Come on, torpedoes, get past me so I can start moving again. And there's a Caracciolo. Nice spot there. Let's try and get some guns on him. Not quite sure how they'll work at this range. I don't play a lot of cruisers. Certainly don't play a lot of Russian cruisers. And most of the time when I'm playing cruisers, I'm spamming HE to light fires and burn people down. But this commander is built for AP, and so I'm going to use AP, and that was the whole point of this game, to try it out. And I think had I used the other fourth slot skill, that I would have been a bit more accurate and landed a few more hits. But we're getting turned around. The carrier is coming in again with bombs. Our AA is going. I put the sonar on instead of the enhanced AA because it's always useful to be running down destroyers with a sonar and radar combination if you get the opportunity, because you get that warning of torpedoes coming towards you, and if they do pop the smoke, you can slap that radar on and make them disappear. Now, we're playing clever here, or at least I think I'm clever, because it's telling me I can get my shots through that gap at the Caracciolo. We lose the Helena. We do land some good hits on there, and we're going to keep shooting through that gap. We can just about make it. We haven't got a perfect shot on him, but we're going to do what we can and keep it piling on the pressure. He sailed into a hailstorm, and we do get another kill there. So I was feeling, yeah, a little bit happy with myself at managing to pick up that kill through that little gap in the map. But it's also one that I'll have to be aware of in future myself, with people getting a crossfire in from this side of the map to that side of the map. You know, it was a difficult shot, but he was exposed enough to land some shots on. Now, the Brandenburg, I want to stay out the range of his secondaries. I'm not quite sure where his guns are looking. It looks like they're looking towards me at the moment, but on a traverse. So paying attention to everything that's going on with that ship. We lose sight of him. We do have a lead in ships at the moment. Our destroyer is on their cap, and I'm going to try and put some pressure on this Brandenburg. Again, we're just seeing what this ship can do with this commander with AP. But we need to be able to hit things. We get 3 hits. We get 2 over penetrations. So perhaps do I need to dial back the skills so I'm doing more damage and getting less over penetrations? I kind of wish I'd stayed on that Brandenburg, and you'll see why in a little bit, because by no means does it seem like at the moment it's going to be a massive damage game. What I'm doing is I'm playing for the win. I've supported the destroyer. I've put fire onto the targets that I can. And even though I'm blind firing this Helena across the top, I'm just hoping that, you know, a shell or 2 might land, because every little helps. Now, if you look at the minimap, you'll see that there is a shadow of a cruiser there by that Helena, and I know roughly where he was obviously last spotted, and I know where my detection ring is. I know it's not the Brandenburg. I know it's not the Helena, which means it must be this other cruiser. And I'm just looking there and thinking, okay, sonar, radar, and there it is. It's the Tiger 59. Now, I'll give this guy a shout out. I told him I would, because I did give him a GG after this. I'm currently only spotted by the Brandenburg, which I'm broadside to. He disappears behind the island, which stops these 2 cruisers from seeing me. The destroyer's on the cap. I'm on the cap. We've got a minute to go. But the carrier, I think, or is it the Nagato, is going to take out that Brandenburg, which is going to leave these 2 cruisers in the game. I pop my sonar, I pop my radar. Tiger, I thought he was coming down, but this is why a torpedo indicator is useful on cruisers, because you can see what a ship is doing. We killed some seagulls with that first salvo, no use whatsoever. Tiger 59 probably thinks I'm going to come round behind him. And this is where psychology plays in. I am detected on radar, but that's going to run out soon. Dopia Grunts is the guy here, and his fleet is for fun. And I do believe he's played a pretty solid game. We've got two cruisers to go up against. Two versus one. Helena, I know, hasn't got torpedoes. I couldn't remember on the Tiger 59, which is why I've got my sonar running. And I know that I'm going to have to take decisive action before that sonar runs out, just in case there are torpedoes coming my way. Helena takes a couple of hits. Rear turret justice goes across there, gets another hit. Tiger 59, like I said, I thought he was backing up around that island to get torpedoes on as I came round the corner. I obviously changed direction. We punch a couple of Citadel hits in him. The torpedoes are running. He hasn't really got anywhere to go. He's got to stay reversing in a straight line. We're going to pile on that pressure and take that for a kill. And then we're going to bring our guns straight around for this Helena. The Brandenburg has just gone out. He did make it to our cap. It was a bit of a futile effort, though, because the Helena has turned out to be the last ship in the game. And I think I've got just enough hit points to hopefully be able to take care of this guy. They did get rid of our destroyer, but it's 3 versus 1. And I think either way, with the points lead, this would have been a win for us, even if I had died at this point. But it's not me that's going to die. It's going to be Helena. That is the 4th kill of the game. Could I have had a Kraken? Maybe. But I'll take the win every day of the week. Just under 123,000 damage. 4 kills there. We did manage 1 torpedo hit, 9 citadels, which was nice, but we had a lot of over penetrations there too. Just over 2,800 XP, which I say for somebody that doesn't play a lot of cruisers, I think is quite decent. I think I played an all right game there, even though it wasn't crazy exciting. But there you go. Now, I actually beat that record in another game. So what I think I'll do is get that one recorded and put the two on the channel together, and then you can see that not all games are perfect, and sometimes there is a little bit of potato sprinkled into things. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.